Let's continue the discussion, logic and reasoning. This is our main topic for today, argument. So an argument is a sequence of statements called premises and a final statement called the conclusion. So instead of dealing with statements lang, now collection na siya. So you have premises and one final statement called the conclusion. For example, if you work hard and you succeed, you do work hard, therefore you succeed. This is an example of an argument. Your premises here, these two statements, and then this is the conclusion. Yeah. So there's a hint naman kapag conclusion na. Actually, medyo madaya kasi I usually write my arguments to this form para obvious na premise, and then conclusion. Pero syempre, pag nakita nyo siya ng sunod-sunod lang na horizontal yung pagsulat, your hint that you have a conclusion is most probably hence, therefore, yung mga ganon. Okay, noted. So, yeah. So, normal na word, parang hint, clue na you have your conclusion, therefore, hence, thus, yung mga ganyan. So, premises before that. An argument is said to be valid if whenever all the premises are true, the conclusion must be true. Diba? You have the premises here. So, true to, so this must be true as well. Yun nga pala, to construct yung truth table for your argument, you get the conjunction of the premises and then one big conditional na therefore or logical implication. So basically, you'll get this and this, then conditional this. Tapos you need to show after below the column then na T siya always for it to be a valid argument. So kaya dapat T, tapos T rin to dapat. Kasi kapag T to tapos false to, the whole thing is false, di ba? You have true then false. So hindi magiging valid yung argument. So if a function is increasing, then it is 1-to-1. A function is not 1-to-1, therefore the function is not increasing. So another example of an argument. If an argument is not valid, it is invalid, obviously, or we call it a fallacy. So yun. We argue. Tapos arguments, you have premises, you have conclusion. So we want to know if valid or fallacy ba yung pinagsasabi ng taong yan. So let's make this medyo mathematical. So if for example, I have the following argument, P or Q, Q then R, not R, therefore P. Kung ano man yung pwede nyong ilagay dyan. So we are a first world country or Duterte is a good president. If Duterte is a good president, then the pandemic is over. The pandemic is over, therefore, we are a first world country. Kahit anong isalpak nyo dyan. So gusto lang nating malaman if that argument is valid or not. So as mentioned, yung brute force is through truth tables. So we have the following. Again, premise 1 and premise 2 and premise 3, then the conclusion. So kung magiging logical implication to, meaning if all of this true and then this is true, it is said to be valid. Kung hindi, invalid siya. Okay, so meaning gusto ko sana tong column na to, lahat to true dapat. Kapag may naligaw na isang F dyan, the argument is invalid. Okay, so let's try to construct the truth table. So nakuha ba? You have the premises, conjunction is your main operation or connective, and then for the conclusion. How many rows? How many rows? How many rows? 8. Kasi you have P, Q, R. So T, 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 I, F, 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 F. Okay. Hopefully after that activity, medyo naano na kayo dun sa ano ninyo na in constructing truth tables. If not, pag-aralan ulit, ha? So, ayan. Okay. Yeah, may mga ibang hindi sumusunod dun sa way ko ng pagsulat ng TF-TF na to. Ang hirap mag-check, pero okay lang. Yun nga lang, mas madali kasi kung medyo parehas tayo ng table na makre-create. Mas madaling mag-check. Okay? Pero okay lang naman. Hahanapin ko lang naman kung saan tayo magkaiba. So you have this. So again, yeah, you have this complete table. Let's do this first. Dito na lang kayo sasagot. Go, dire-diretso. Let's do the disjunction here. Go, guys. T, T,
T, T,
T,
T,
T,
F,
F,
F.
F. Okay, thank you very much. You have that. Okay. Tilugan na natin. So you have this set aside. So let's do the conditional here. Go, guys.
T, F,
T,
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 F,
F.
E,
T,
Okay, thank you. Ay. Ano ba? Okay, kaya ko na tong next one. Ano lang to? Negation. FT, 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 FT. Okay. Okay. For your final answer, here sa premises, as you can see, you have conjunction. Diba? So, sa conjunction is commutative, conjunction is associative. Alam nyo naman yung pinaka ano ng conjunction, diba? As long as you have an F there, F na siya regardless of the order. So, kasi ganito yung gagawin nyo dyan eh. T and T. So, that's T and F. So, F pa rin yung final answer ninyo. So, as mentioned, conjunction is associative and commutative. So, hindi nagmamatter kung paano ko kukunin yung conjunction between these three values here. So, gagawin ko, dito na ako, final answer na ako kaagad sa tatlong yan. Because I am sure, if one of these three ay F, F na siya kaagad because I have conjunction. Did you get that? So, this is F, F, kailangan lang malinaw yung mata, F, T, nasa na yun? F, 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 F. Did you get that? Okay, so hindi na natin siya talaga iisa-isahin na you have T and T here, then I'll put T here, tapos T and F, then I'll put F here. Kasi sure naman ako na conjunction to, I'll just get the conjunction of these three values, T, T, F, F yun, T, F, 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 T, T, F, and so on. So my final answer for this part here is this one. And then, ito yung kapartner niya, yung conclusion. Meaning, the premise, yung premises, ano ba? So, you have this. So, ito yung final answer for the premises, and then this is the conclusion. Then, we will do the conditional. So, kaya nyo na yan dapat. Lagay ko muna dito. O, go guys, sagot. Pares na sa blue. True, 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 true. Actually, yung problema ko lang naman yung fourth row, right? Kasi FFF na yung mga yan. So, we are sure, regardless of the conclusion, kung ano man yung nandito kung F, regardless of the conclusion, true pa rin yun. So, here, we have shown that this is a tautology. So, this argument is valid. So, kahit anong ilagay ko dyan, we are a first world country or Duterte is a good president. If Duterte is a good president, then the pandemic is over. The pandemic is over. Therefore, we are a first world country. Wala tayong pakialam kung ano yung PQR na yan. It is a valid argument na sundan. Okay? So, ganon. That's how you show that a certain argument is valid or invalid through brute force. Okay? Brute force yung truth table yung ibig sabihin nun kasi kinakamay nyo talaga. So, let's try. I think I have another one here. So, not P and not Q. Q then P. Therefore, P or Q. Again, kung ano gusto nyong ilagay dyan. Ano bang pwede mong ilagay dito? The sky, ay, pangit pala. Sige, the sky is not blue or apple is not red. If apple is red, therefore, if apple is red, then the sky is blue. Therefore, the sky is blue or apple is red. Kung ano pinagsasabi ni Sir. So, yan. So, let's try. Sabay-sabay ulit. How many rows?
4.
4. Maiksi na lang, di ba? FF, copy. So, just construct your table ng maayos. Medyo okay naman kayo dito. Hey, excuse me. So, laki-laki yung sulat. So, sige. Ay, ang hirap naman. Ito na muna. So, let's do this first. Go, guys. Ito, tinuro ko ng kamay ko sa screen ko. This one, conditional. T,
F,
F, T. Okay, thank you. So, okay, ibahin ko like this. There. And then, we have this, kaya ko na to, FFTT. Yung mga negation, ako na yan. So, we have FT, FT. Okay. Yung mga negation, ako na yan. Ang pangit, ang laki kasi ng sulat. Pero anyway. So, you have this and this. What? This. Let's get the conjunction. Go, guys. FF, FT. Okay. And this two. Yan. Dito ko pa rin lalagay yung final answer ng premises para medyo consistent ako doon. But you can write it down here, pero ako dito ko lalagay para consistent lang ako. Okay? Go, guys. Sagot. Go. Nasa green. F, 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 T, T. Okay. And then this should be rectangle na blue. Ay, di pa pala natin ito nasagot. So, go. Kaya nyo na yan. Go. Go, guys.
TTF.
Ay, nako. Oo. Nakita na ninyo, no? Mukhang this is a fallacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, game. Sagot tayo. Nasa loob ng blue. Go. TTTT. Sure na yung TTT yan kasi puro F to. And then the final row, T then F is false. So, yun yung nagpa-invalid. So, puro kabalbalan yung sinabi ko doon. Tapos invalid lang. So, you have that. So, invalid. Because of this, paano ba yan? Last row. Yeah, there. Invalid. Did you get this? So, argument. You have premises, kahit gaano karaming premises yan. And then one final conclusion. To show that it is valid, construct the truth table, and then show that your final answer is a tautology. If not, it is invalid or a fallacy. Nakuha. But of course, sobrang brute force. Paano akong PQRST or ABCDEF? So masyadong ang haba nun, ang tagal, ang daming rows. Though kaya pa rin. So we have the following rules of inferences. So these rules, as long as the given follows these forms, one of these forms, that argument is said to be valid. So pwede nyo siyang gamitin. So we call the proving a later demonstration. So using these rules of inferences, you can show that a certain argument is valid. So pa-valid. So modus ponens, that's direct reasoning. P then Q, P, therefore Q. I think based yun dun sa modus ponendo ponens, reaffirming the hypothesis. Kasi di ba you have P then Q and then reaffirms the hypothesis P. Therefore, mako-conclude mo talaga yung conclusion. So P then Q, P, therefore Q. Di ba parang sinasabi niya, if P then Q, but you are P, therefore you are Q. An example, if it is rainy, then the oval will be closed. It is rainy, therefore the oval is closed. So this is modus ponens, reaffirming the hypothesis. Did you get that? Sobrang direct nun. P then Q, P, therefore Q. We also have indirect reasoning, modus tollens, or modus tollendo tollens yata yung pinanggalingan niyan. Parang denying the conclusion. So we have P then Q, but not Q, therefore not P. Indirect reasoning. So again, P then Q, not Q, therefore not P. Basis naman ito ay conditional tsaka contrapositive lang din naman. Okay, so you have P then Q, not Q, therefore not P. Indirect reasoning, modus tollens. You need to remember this. Ulitin natin para mabalikan lang. Modus ponens looks like this. P then Q, P, therefore Q. Modus tollens, P then Q, not Q, therefore not P. An example, if it rains today, the college will close. The college is not closed today. Anyone, what's the conclusion? If it rains today, the college will close. The college is not closed today. What is a valid? Therefore, it did not rain today. Correct. So baka may mga ganyan kayo ma-encounter na tanong sa exam. Parang, which of the following is a valid conclusion to this? So, yeah, pang-check lang din of the rules of inferences. Okay, are we good with this first two rules? Modus ponens, modus tollens, direct and indirect reasoning. And then we have the syllogisms. Let's start with the first one. Dalawa lang naman yun. So disjunctive syllogism, tingnan natin, manghula lang kayo. P or Q, not P. So P or Q, not P, therefore, anyone? Ano kaya magandang conclusion? Or valid na conclusion, hindi maganda. P or Q, not P. Diba? Anyone?
Therefore, Q?
Therefore, Q. Yeah. Kasi diba sinasabi niya you are these two things. You are a P or a Q. You're not a P. Therefore, you are a Q. So, disjunctive syllogism. P or Q, not P, therefore Q. An example, it is a hero or it is a Marcos. It is not a hero. Conclusion.
It is a Marcos.
It is a Marcos. So, it is a hero or it is a Marcos. It is not a hero. Therefore, it is a Marcos. So, disjunctive syllogism. P or Q, not P. So, Q kayo. Q ka dapat. Okay? And then, this one, sobrang dali. Hypothetical syllogism. Reasoning by transitivity. P then Q, Q then R. I think you can go. State the conclusion. Medyo obvious. Go guys. What's the conclusion? What's the conclusion? Go guys. Anyone?
Therefore, R.
Okay. Transitivity. Paano ba tayo nagta-transitivity? P then Q, Q then R,
P
therefore
then R.
P then R. Correct. Di ba transitive yun? Para ganon yung... Yan. So, P then Q, Q then R, therefore, P then R. Reasoning by transitivity or hypothetical syllogism. So, apat yun. Modus ponens, modus tollens, disjunctive syllogism, hypothetical syllogism. Actually, anim. So, maya-maya. Example. If I go swimming, then I will stay in the sun too long. If I stay in the sun too long, then I will get burned. Therefore, if I go swimming, then I will get burned. Okay, so disjunctive syllogism, hypothetical syllogism, transitivity. So P then R, P then Q, Q then R, therefore P then R. So hypothetical syllogism. Okay? And then lastly, next, anong lastly pinagsasabi nito? Conjunction. O sige, manghula ng conclusion or ng conclusion. P, Q. Therefore, anyone? P, Q. Therefore,
P and Q.
P and Q. Diba? That's the very definition of an argument. You have this premise and then you have this premise. So your conclusion is you are P and Q. P ka, Q ka, so P and Q. Okay? Did you get this? An example, Duterte is a dictador. Duterte is a tuta. Therefore, Duterte is a dictador and a tuta. So you have this conjunction. You are P, you are Q. Therefore, you are P and Q. We call it conjunction. Ayan, totoong lastly na. And lastly, addition. O, sige, manghula. Ano kaya yung valid conclusion whenever you have a P as your premise? P. Anyone? Medyo mahirap hulaan pero try nyo na rin. Sige, malay naman natin. Go guys. P. Therefore.
P.
Therefore. Yung obvious na valid conclusion is P. Totoo yun, di ba? Kung P ka, therefore P. Pero, pwede rin na you are P or Q. Kasi di ba or is hindi naman ganun ka-strict. So, if you are a P, I can conclude na you are a P or Q. Regardless ng Q talaga. Kasi you've mentioned that you're a P. So, kung magdadagdag lang ako ng or Q, andun pa rin naman si P. So, tama pa rin. Okay? Did you get that? So, that's addition. So, ito, mahirap pulaan yung sagot dito. Ana is a human resource management major. Therefore, Ana is a human resource management major or a computer applications major. Magdagdag ka lang ng kahit ano doon. So, that's or. But take note of or. Sige, hinang konti. Recall lang din. 6 rules of inferences. Modus ponens, that's direct. P then Q, P, therefore Q. Modus tollens, indirect. P then Q, not Q, therefore not P. Disjunctive syllogism. P or Q, not P, therefore Q. Hypothetical syllogism, transitive yon. P then Q, Q then R, therefore P then R. Conjunction, you have two premises, P, Q, therefore P and Q. Addition, P, therefore P, or dagdag ka ng kahit ano doon. So those are your rules of inferences. Whenever you see arguments of those forms, pwede mo masabi na, valid na to because of that rule. So syempre, bago mo sabihin na valid, banggitin mo na rin yung rule kung bakit siya naging valid. Okay? Questions? So, okay, sige. Try natin. Ito na. So, imagine if you're going to use truth table here, A, B, C, D. How many rows? How many rows kung magto-truth table ako? Anyone? Guys. 16. 2 raised to 4. 16. Kaya nyo pa rin naman. Kaya nyo naman. Pero tayo, we will solve this using, or we will show that this is valid using demonstration, meaning using the rules of inferences. So I'll name this 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically ganyan. Pangalanan natin yung premises ng ganyan. Premise 1, premise 2, premise 3, premise 4. Okay, sige, magtatanong ako. Suggestion, ano yung mukhang obvious na pwedeng gawin? Anyone? O sige, I'll start. 1 and 2, what will happen? 1 and 2, what will happen?
Syllogism.
Pero what will happen muna? Oh, tama yon, hypothetical syllogism. Pero I want yung what will happen.
Agency.
Agency, correct. Okay. So, you'll end up with agency. And then, let's name this 5. And I will put the reason here. Hypothetical syllogism. Yeah, yun sabi niya. Tama yan. Tama yan. Matatabunan. There. So that's the hypothetical syllogism. Okay? So I'm done with 1 and 2. Suggestion. Ano na yung next ko? So meron na lang akong 5, 3, 4. So medyo obvious that I will use 3 and 5. I think medyo obvious yon. Medyo obvious ba? Sige, tingnan natin. 3 and 5, what is your answer? Using 3 and 5, what is your answer?
Negate C.
Negation ng C, correct? Okay, that's negation of C. Let's name this 6. What is the reason? 5 and 3. What's the reason? Why is this not? Ay, mali. Not A dapat yan. Kakainis. Okay. So, not A yung sagot. Not A. So, this should be A. Okay. Pero yung sinabi niya not C dahil number 3. Okay. So, this is not A. Anyone? What is the reason? So, di ba sabi niya, A then C, tas not C. The conclusion is not A. I will name that 6. Why? I need a reason here.
Modus tollens po.
Modus tollens. Indirect reasoning. Correct. So, may reason. Laging may kasamang reason dapat. And then finally, I'll do 4 and 6. Naniniwala ba kayong using 4 and 6? I can conclude D. If yes, why? What's the reason? Ayun, tapos na ako. 4 and 6. What is the reason? What is
Disjunctive syllogism.
Correct. Oh, ganun. That's how you show validity of an argument using demonstration. So, tingnan mabuti. You name the premises and then mag-isip-isip ng mga magkakapartner. So, here, 1 and 2, I can conclude A then C through hypothetical syllogism. So, I have this result with the third premise. I can conclude not A through modus tollens. And then finally, not A, the fourth premise, I can conclude the conclusion, ito na, D, through disjunctive syllogism. Is this clear? Or questions? Gustong sabihin? Wala. Oh, sige, tingnan natin. Ha? Okay? Sige. May isa pa pala. Okay. Let's try another one. Okay. Tingnan natin. Let's name the premises. 1, 2, 3. Oh, go. Suggestion, guys. Suggestion. Galing sa inyo naman. Tatlo lang to. 1, 2, 3. Go. Alin ang magka-partner? Go, guys. Medyo obvious. Actually, obvious yung magka-partner. Go, guys. Guys, ano na?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Okay, correct. 1 and 3. Using 1 and 3, what is your conclusion? Tingnan mabuti. 1 and 3, what is your conclusion? Tingnan mabuti. Go, guys. Anong sagot? O sige, ako sasagot. Okay. Using 1 and 3, my answer here is R and S. So, R and S. Okay, lagay ko na lang dito. Yeah. There. So, R and S. Why? Anyone? Why? I'll name this 4 pala. Anyone? Using 1 and 3, why is my answer R and S? Ito not P or R and S, P. Why is my answer R and S? May kahawig dapat. Disjunct. Correct. Thank you. That's correct. Because of disjunctive syllogism. Di ba ang dating nito, P or Q, what is not P? Di ba P? O yun. So, not nito. So, this is your answer. So, you have P or Q, not P. So, Q yung sagot mo. Yung ibang batang ginagawa doon parang cancellation. Ayun ko shortcut nila yun ha. Ayun na parang cancel. So, magiging RNS na lang siya. Balikan yung disjunctive syllogism. Parang ganun yung dating sa mga bata. P or Q, not P. Tapos ka-cancel nila yung P. So, ang matitira Q. So, parang ganun. Pero again, yung form yung pina-follow nyo dapat. P or Q, not P, which is, the not of this is P. So, magiging R and S. So, I have 4. And then, tapos na to dapat. Using 2 and 4, tingnan natin, what is your conclusion? Ayan, alam nyo na dapat yung conclusion na it is T. Tapos na, di ba? Ayan o, tapos na. But I need a reason. Why is this true? Ulit ha, tingnan mabuti. R, tingnan mabuti. 2 and 4, ito, tsaka ito. T. Anyone? Hindi disjunctive kasi therefore yan eh. Di ba yung disjunctive syllogism pag or lang yung nakikita? So most probably this is either modus ponens or modus tollens lang. Which of the two?
Modus tollens po.
Modus tollens. Tingnan mabuti yung form mo. Tingnan nyo to ha. This is P, then Q. So ibig sabihin yung modus tollens is the negation of this. What is the negation of this? R and S. So ang result mo dapat is the negation of this. T. So nakuha ko yung sagot ko. Actually, pwede ring mag-modus ponens. Look at number 2. Hindi ko na to isusulat ha. Diba? Tingnan nyo tong mabuti. Using transposition, this is equivalent to R and S, then T. Yan. Sige na nga, sulat ko na. Ito, this is actually equal to, equivalent rather, to, Wag na. Okay. Ito. Okay. Ay, nako. Wait. There. So, yan. So, this is equivalent to R and S therefore P. Using transposition, tingnan mabuti. Number 2 is equivalent to R and S, therefore T. Transposition. So tingnan mabuti. This and this, you can conclude T through modus ponens naman. So pwede rin yon. Pero yon, you need to convert 2 to its contrapositive. Pero if hindi napansin yon, masosolve pa rin using modus tollens naman. Tingnan mabuti ulit yung modus tollens. This is P, then Q, not Q. This is not of this. So the conclusion must be the negation of this, which is T. So proven, valid argument. Okay? Questions? So the 6 rules of inferences. Yung 4 na una, yun yung pinakamahalaga actually. Modus ponens, modus tollens, disjunctive syllogism, hypothetical syllogism. And take note that you have equivalent statements as well. Yung mga logically equivalent na statement, you need to review that. Diniscuss ko last time, yung mga material implication, De Morgan's, associativity, commutativity, yung mga yon. Okay? So now, let's proceed with the fallacies. The fallacy of the inverse, common mistake, P then Q, not P, therefore not Q. So maling-mali ito. This is a fallacy, meaning this is an invalid argument. Pag narinig nyo tong sinabi ng isang tao, mali yung sinasabi niya. Sabi niya, if we are a first world country, then the pandemic is over. We are not a first world country, therefore the pandemic is not over. Maling sinasabi niya. So this is fallacy of the inverse. Ina-assume na this is incorrect and then kino-conclude na this is incorrect. So mali. Fallacy of the inverse. P then Q, not P, therefore not Q. Pakinggan nating mabuti ito kasi pag nakakarinig kayo ng fallacy, mas nakukuha nyong mali siya. If you do every problem in a math book, then you will learn mathematics. You did not do every problem in the book, therefore you did not learn mathematics. By merely reading this, alam mong mali. So this is an invalid argument. Another common fallacy mathematically is fallacy of the converse. Kaya laging sinasabi ng teacher whenever we state conditional na the converse is not always true. So we have fallacy of the converse. Sabi niya P then Q, Q therefore P. Common na fallacy talaga to. P then Q, Q therefore P. If you do every problem in a math book, then you will learn mathematics. You learned mathematics, therefore you did every problem in the book. So, mali talaga. So, please take note of these 2 fallacies. Kasi mathematical tong mga to. Medyo kaya mo siyang gawa ng form. P then Q, not P, therefore not Q, a fallacy. P then Q, Q, therefore P, a fallacy. So fallacy of the inverse, fallacy of the converse. And then the following fallacies, actually sa panahon natin ngayon, just go online, Facebook, Twitter, kahit saan pa, IG, YouTube, social media, parang maganda nga gawing activity yun no? Na parang screenshot a statement and then identify the fallacy. So we have the following. Ad hominem, sobrang sikat sa panahon natin. The argument is based on the character of the opponent instead of the argument itself. Maria wears leather shoes so she cannot be a vegetarian. Ewan ko, sobrang weird nung example na to. So ad hominem. Pero di ba sobrang lala ng ad hominem attack sa social media. So yon. Ad populum. This fallacy occurs when an argument is assumed to be valid since many people believe in it. Parang populism. Tama ba yung term ko? Oo. So, surveys indicate that 55% of the population believe that use of contraceptives is dangerous. Therefore, contraceptives should be banned agad-agad. So, you have that. And then we also have appeal to authority. When a certain argument seems to be valid because a certain famous person na hindi naman expert sa field na yon supports it. So that's appeal to authority. Brand X is the best toothpaste since our president uses it. So hindi naman yun necessarily totoo, di ba? Tapos there's an argument as well regarding yung pag sinabing based on studies, hindi siya necessarily valid kapag sinabing, oh, sir, scientific study yung nag-prove nun eh. What if hindi, ay lalo na pag unknown yung study. Di ba pag sinabi lang, based on studies, ganyan, this is the most effective ganyan. Siyempre, hindi naman natin alam if the study is related with the claim or not. So, medyo appeal to authority pa rin yung, yung fallacy nun. So, make sure na pag sinabing based on a certain study, dapat papangalanan natin yung study na yon. Kahit sabihin mo pa na sinabi ng experts, hindi naman natin alam kung saan sila expert. So, kailangang papangalanan pa rin. False cause. Correlates to events even if unrelated. So, medyo nakaka-relate kayo no? Kapag napupunta talaga kayo sa social media, ang dami talaga nito. So, every time I go to sleep, the sun goes down. Therefore, my going to sleep causes the sun to set. So, you have that. And then, we have hasty generalization. Data points is made based on a few examples supporting the claim. So, nakakita lang sila ng 10 siguro na ginawa na niya, mag-generalize na, this person is that, or kung ano man. So, I don't excel in tennis. I also don't excel in volleyball. Therefore, I don't excel in sports. So, hasty generalization. So, that's the end of this discussion. Thank you.